Weather! What's up? I don't think that's going to be my intro every week, but what's up? I'm Skits Fits. Thank you. That was a bit aggressive. My bad. I'm Skits Fits. Welcome to my channel. I want to start off with the bumps. Now, surely this week has to be some type of record for most Indigenous players suspended in round one. Like, what do we got? We got Shane McAdams, 3 weeks. Pickett, 2 weeks. And Buddy, 1. Buddy deserves it. He's a sniper. I think he nearly got into a scuffle with one of the Suns players earlier for just you could see that he was going with his elbow, as he always does. And he usually gets away with it because he sells a lot of badges. But yeah, I just want to compare. I just want to go through it. To be honest, I didn't really watch the full game, and I missed it. I seen the highlight, and I kind of just want to go through it and just get kind of my live reaction. So I might get a bit of audio here. Well, I can't really hear myself when I do that, but anyway, I like it with the headphones on.
Bailey Smith.
Here it goes.
Runs past it.
Oh, missed it.
Too high from Pickett. Downfield it'll be. Agricultural from Pickett.
Agricultural. What's Grundy doing here?
So Bailey Smith, who actually brought it.
Stop it! Stop it!
Pat on the backside press and get out.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Point lead, margin is 8. Here's the hit.
All right, let's stop it right there. I'll tell you my thoughts, because the start of the season, I had Pickett in my side as my unicorn, 364,000 or something like that. And you just know he's out of contract. He's going to be in that he's getting that midfield time. He's got a new haircut. He is pumped. He is flaring. And you know what that was? He was showing Bailey Smith. He goes, "I'm top dog here. You know, this is my ground. I've got the time in the middle now. You watch me be the poster boy of Cotton On. I'm coming for that title. You're going to see me in my undies." That's what Pickett was just giving it to Bailey Smith. You don't know what's going on off the ball, and you know, Bailey was probably, I don't think he meant to get him late and high. He just wanted him to earn his kick, right? Earn your kick. Let's watch it again.
Murmurings coming through that somebody heard him say on report. We'll get that on the backside press and get out to a 13-point lead. Margin is 8. Here's the hit.
Slow motion's worse. Right, and now here's the other thing. The action looks bad. Yes. They got the free kick downfield and a goal. Yes. On report, fair enough. Probably should have just been a fine. No concussion. But because there's a concussion class action, Royal Commission. It's just blown up. Like, so there's that, all right? And now let's go to Shane McAdams.
There's Ash. Brings it back into play. It landed
No.
between 4.
I was watching this game. Lined him out.
Has gone.
Another one, right? Hot physical game. GWS, they were down by about 20 points. They're coming back. I think, yeah. So there was just another thing. Shane McAdams, he's not a big guy, but you got to hit him when you can. You got to be physical, and he just chose to bump at the wrong. Like he probably put a little too much effort into it as well. A little bit too much energy.
Buckley
Got him flush. Probably just wanted to wind him, you know, let him know. That's part of the game.
That was a huge hit. You could hear it on 50 metres away, and you could hear it
Tex.
smack.
I love that. Tex just look. Tex protecting his boys.
Well,
That's
we've been
grouse.
talking
No,
about
look,
it
what do
over
you
the
want?
last
What do you
24
want?
hours with a couple of players.
Here we go.
Mate, that was grouse. It was the second motion of really getting in there that probably deserves a week, all right? Maybe because he did go off for the concussion protocol, but I'm pretty sure he's playing this week. So nobody's missing any weeks for concussion, but the Indigenous boys are copping weeks for the action. It just seems weird when Have a look at this.
From Ross, and then Prestia running forward showed how important he was last week to the Tigers. Graham held without it.
Let's watch it again in slow motion.
Report for rough conduct.
Well, that's Tom Stewart, who we saw Boston. He was the opposite spare player that came up, and he doesn't look
The
great.
biggest dog act in footy I've ever witnessed.
On Prestia, which is not going to be great
And
for Tom Stewart.
honestly, at this, where was it? Coming up to finals, Richmond were the X Factor team. I swear it was a strategy to take out Prestia. Probably not this bad, but to really just put a little bit extra energy and aggression into Prestia, because obviously the Tigers are a lot better side with Prestia. Mind you, as Prestia was concussed on the ground, trying to get off the ground, trying to get a stretcher out there, the ball's gone over his head. No, everybody's trying to stop the play. Umpire lets it play on, and Geelong get a goal, and Richmond go on to lose this game by a kick. They then have Prestia to miss the next 2 weeks, to then go on to lose the next 2 games by under a kick again. And Tom Stewart only got 4 weeks for this.
That we're talking about right now, and he's in a world of hurt, Tom Stewart.
4 weeks off the ball, straight to the head, KOs a bloke, stays on the ground, gets best on field, and misses only 4 weeks, yet Shane McAdams' bump gets 3. It's a joke.
Oh, that's a big hit.
That was a huge
It was a big
You could
hit.
hear it on 50, the smack.
Well, we've been talking. Oh, that's a.
Buckley, where? Owned him out.
Wow.
It landed between 4. Oh, he's owned him out.
Wow.
McAdams
They owned him out.
back into play. It landed between 4. Oh, he's
And
owned him out.
If number 10, I forget his name, if he's missing this week for concussion, then I take back what I said, and he does deserve to, you know what? He probably does deserve 3. Pickett probably does deserve 2. But the problem here is Stewart deserved 8. 6. 4 was pathetic. And you got to think, Prestia, imagine getting knocked out in front of 90,000 people. Like, it's got to have a little PTSD. You got to have a little bit of trauma from that. I just think it was the biggest dog act, and you know, I think karma came around because now Stewart is missing 4 weeks for an injury. So there we go. There's the 8 weeks that should have happened. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the bump when I seen it, and the suspension, like the suspensions that happened. Yeah, I've been a bit of a troll on social media, just letting everyone know. I think we've all forgotten about Tom Stewart's dog act, but yeah. Now let's go back onto my Supercoach. Now, where do we start? So in my side, I had Jones, Laird, and Hopper. Straight away after round 1, Laird gave me a 50. You're gone. Bruin, you hurt me. The eye test, I didn't like it. I wanted him gone straight away. And Jones, catch your lattes. So I had it. I've been going on to a few of the boys' podcasts. We've got Shorty here. Shorty. We got Rob and Mickey jumped on, had a little chat with these boys, and this is all right. So let me paint the picture. So I had I used my boost. I got rid of Laird, got heaps of money back. I changed Sicily to. I wanted Rioli. Now this is another one of my gut feels, but I'm getting scared by missing out on Dacos. But I reckon Rioli's probably going to. I just reckon he's fit into Hooley's role. He's going to take it to the next level. What did he get nominated for All-Australian? But did he? I don't know if he got the jacket or not last year. And I reckon he's just really itching for that role. He knows he's competing against Dacos, and I reckon he's just going to... But this week they're playing Adelaide, and I reckon he'll be on Isaac Rankin. So I'm like, oh, do I just give it a week's grace? But then I go to Dacos, and I don't know if you read much into this, but how long we got? We've got a couple hours till the game starts. But if we look at the team lineups, Dacos is starting forward flank or forward pocket, or the same thing. But Dacos here is in the forward line. Now, I don't know if because they are Port. What I noticed with Port last week, and I think Brisbane pumped up Ashcroft. No, not pumped up too much, but let them play too well in the preseason game. Dunkley and Ashcroft. Now you got Dunkley, Ashcroft, and Neil. Neil's the new captain. It's over in Port. And I just reckon they just knew to shut down Neil, Dunkley, and Ashcroft, and the rest will take care of itself. And I really wanted Horn Francis in my side from one of my first picks, but I just wanted to wait a week or two and see. But the eye test, beast. In a good side, he wants it. But now, I've got him in my side. But I am a bit worried. I want to see how they go away from home at the G. But I got him in my side because Braun. Oh, man. So, yeah, I haven't been able to finish one of my sentences. But what was a lock? Everybody gone. It was Laird, Jones, and Braun. Gone. Braun was going to be Goulden, right? Had got heaps of money from Laird. Goulden, Callahan was coming in. Callahan was coming in for Laird. And I had Rioli up here. Now, 5 minutes before Carlton versus Geelong, Goulden came up with the exclamation mark, and being, not new, but just not knowing what the symbols were, I freaked out, had a look at it, and he was emergency. I was like, oh, but again, I should have just went ahead with that trade. I wouldn't have had Braun. That would have been a Goulden, which I still had time to rectify, to fix up, to change. I panicked. So then I thought, you know what? I shall leave. How about I save? I don't use my boost. I save Braun, see how he goes. And my, oh my. My, oh my. My. Whoa. He's so gone this week. Like, that ruined my night. Me and my pregnant missus went to... And she let me pick what to get. So we went and got college dropout burgers, which are amazing burgers. And I was watching this score. He was on 5 or 10 at half. And I was just like angry at everything. It just ruined everything. So then I almost, because of that, I was worried about Ashcroft. But then I thought, I knew Ashcroft was good. I knew he was really good. So I almost done this. I wigged myself out and almost had Ashcroft off, had Horn Francis and Matty Rao. I had that in there, but I was playing McVee up here for Jones. Luckily, I did not do that, and I kept Ashcroft and went with my gut, and I was like, hang on a sec. I want to see how they go up at Brizzy. Melbourne's is less of a physical... Melbourne are less physical than Port at home. So I knew they'd give Ashcroft some respect and, and, oh, man, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Brisbane boys all playing last night. They were all about this score with 12 minutes to go. Melbourne have gone down, right? Gone down, and one of their back defenders done his hammy or his knee, was struggling. but he got it taped up, back out there. You could see the momentum of Brisbane really starting to roll over. They were 40 points up, really starting to roll over, and the fucking lights go out. So Melbourne get an extra fifth quarter halftime break. All those tight, they were about to get run over. You could tell they just would put the cue in the rack and just knew it was defeat. Your Ashcroft would have just started to rack. Ashcroft, Neil, and McKenna. McKenna was just going up in score. All of those boys, Dunkley, would have all had an extra 15-20, I reckon. 15-20. That's 60 to 80 points that I was robbed. And all the Melbourne boys came out like they actually came out refreshed, trying to give it a crack, and nearly won the game. Oliver gets he got a goal as well, and he's at 136. Like, just absolute. So starts off with the Braun should have been gone, and I panicked because of Goulden. 4 of my best players were peaking and got tripped. Hope Doherty. I want to get rid of Doherty for Sard, maybe. I don't know about this Sicily because do I keep? I want Callahan in. Maybe I save Horn Francis for my Braun trade next week. Save a boost. But I want the money. And, my plan was with my Laird money, I was going to upgrade Marshall to Gawn. So I dodged a bullet there. So do we... I don't want to get burned again. I don't want to get BB'd. I don't want to get Braun burnt again 2 weeks in a row. So I almost don't care if Laird comes out. So I keep looking at myself over here. I should look here. I don't care if Laird comes out and I will be spewing. I will be spewing if Laird comes out, but I'm a Tigers fan as well, so I'm thinking Kingsley put some effort into tagging Laird last week. Surely Kingsley, Hardwick, they're having a chat. I don't see why. There was a successful tactic last week. Why the Tigers, and Kingsley GWS probably going up with a bit of a Tigers blueprint. So maybe Hardwick think we've got the artillery to take him out without having to worry about that. But I think Laird's going down in price, and I wouldn't mind that Laird money. What did I want? I wanted. So now what do we got? We've got Jones gone, Hopper gone, and Laird gone. Hopper and Laird. If anything, I wanted to give Hopper the chance this week. I didn't want Bruin to have the chance, but then. Yeah, and then, so I went on to, let's have a look at a few of the boys that I was having a chat with. I reckon we start off with Jordz and Eno. Now, this was 5 or 10 minutes before the game started, Carlton versus Geelong. And this is my question here. Thoughts on Bose in tonight for Jones? Now, I checked the thing. He was starting in the centre for Geelong, and I was like, that's possessions. 200,000 for Jones. I had my Laird money. I had a lot of money in the bank, and I had it locked in. If I didn't watch this podcast, I reckon these boys owe me a red hot tip. That's for sure. They owe me a red hot tip.
Thoughts on Bose in tonight for Jones? No, I wouldn't be doing that.
He's coming off a calf. Literally did his calf straight away.
Yeah,
let him get some match fitness.
Yeah, that where he plays, all that jazz. I would not be doing that.
I would not be doing that. Let him get some match fitness. A 109. A 109 first game, I would have had right here. A 109, higher than Doherty, higher than McKenna. McKenna's alright, he's cheaper. But I would have had a lot of money in the bank. But who knows, he might do his calf next week or at training during this week. So cheers for that, fellas. Earlier in the week, or when was this? But jumped on Shorty's live. May have been.
Definitely rush and get Sheasel. Skits, sorry, Shorty. Laird burnt me too hard. He's gone. Bro, you're kidding me. Using a boost trade to also give a flick to Jones and Bruin to bring Goulden and Callahan and DeRioli. He's itching for that All-Australian jacket. Oh, no, don't doubt on the All-Australian. He was in the squad last year, wasn't he? But look, do what you will on the others, mate. But Laird, you got to keep him, man. You got to keep him. Come on, bro. This bloke's averaged like 120 plus the last 2 years. He has one bad day, and we've booted him. I tell you what.
He burnt me. He burnt me.
Steve's just having a bit of a chat.
So, do I... now, a little PTSD here from jordz and Eno. So, do I get rid of Horn Francis... Get rid of Horn Francis. Where's Laird? We'll bring in. We keep Laird. Rory Sloan, Rory Laird. 700,000. I just feel like I'm losing 100,000, and I reckon. I know it's a trade. Well, we got to get rid of Sicily too then, and that's the thing. This would have been sweet if I had Bose in there. So I would have had Bose in there. I would have been happy to keep Laird. But now, what kind of defender am I going to get for under 300,000? Liam Stocker? Like who am I going to get? It's quite upsetting, the Braun thing. I would have just been set. I can't really have Rioli if I don't get rid of Laird. I can't, and then my other thought was to go with Dacos, because I don't want Dacos to just kill it, and then I missed out on Dacos. But Dacos is like, what's going on here? What's going on here? So there's that. Also, I jumped on, had a chat with Rob and Mickey Dell.
Who else we got there?
I agree. This is interesting. I'll throw this one up. It's a big one here.
That's just come in. So thanks to...
Coming 45th in their league. So quite happy with that.
Skits fits, well, wherever you are. Strutting in here, I've gone a boost trade this week. I like the knackers on you, mate. Straight up Laird catchy lattes.
Catchy lattes.
Jones gone and Bruin bye. There's a bit of NSYNC there.
Bruin bye. It is too.
Callahan, you forgot the G in there, old mate. Goulden and DeRioli, my unicorn. Mate, if he gets 130...
I had a few drinks, so I was just really trying to type fast.
Again, I may get a unicorn at his play style, and I might bring him in as well.
It's his play style.
We talked about him in the last one, didn't we? He looked good with his role.
He looks good.
Yeah,
with
I really hate... bring Goulden in.
You go.
Now that we've discussed Goulden before, it's a soft draw to start with, and he did score his 115 last week. He's got Hawthorn this week. He may go rather large again. If you're going to bring him in, why not now and get the points? So the last podcast we had, Dan Rioli, we both spoke highly of him. He was magnificent against Carlton. And he would still have low ownership, I'd imagine, in the back line.
1.9, I think.
And with Callahan, he looked really nice. He may be a big chance to go in and replace Kelly this weekend.
He is.
Yep. No, I like that. I hate to do this to Skits Fits because you've put a lot of time into this one, and I appreciate it. You've put yourself there as number 45 strutting in, and what he's referring to is our league. Now, if you're watching along, there's the code below, 237113. I hate to do this to the bloke, but he's number 46. He's number 46 on the list, so he's gone one too early.
Equal.
He's gone one too early. I'm trying to have a look. I want to help him out. Is he on the? Oh, you know what he's done? Maybe it gives him as number 45 because he's got the exact same score. He's equaled with the other bloke, so we'll give him 45. I tell you what, I'm just jealous because I wish I was at least 45. That would be fantastic.
No,
but speaking of our league, mate, I want to do an announcement for our squeeze of the week. The squeeze of the week? Have I got that right?
The squeezer.
Wow. Sorry, boys. Everybody else go watch their podcast. But having a bit of fun with those fellas. So again, the Golden Brawn. I should have just left it alone. and I had plenty of time to find out. But I guess that's we're learning little tips and tricks along the way. That could have been golden, and I would have been so happy. I would have been so happy that I got rid of him. It was there, and I just panicked because I seen the little asterisks and that he was a sub, and now he's in the side. Very irritating. So what do I do? Do we listen to Shorty and keep Laird for another week against the Tigers? I'm going to feel weird watching that game. Now, I'm going to feel worse if Laird comes out and smashes it over there in Adelaide. He's going to fire up, isn't he? He's going to fire up. But then, if we keep Laird, I need a new defender. Let's sort by lowest price. Clear the filters. There's no filters to be cleared. Now, Tyler Young's coming in. Do I go with that risk? I haven't seen anything of him. I'm scared. Like, I can't do that. If anything, I want to save that spot for Gibkiss. But again, he's got to come back from his hammy and get some run in the legs. And so we'll hold off on that. Judd McPhee I was happy with his last week game, or his highlights anyway. Oh, sorry for the squeaky chair. It's like I need to get a new chair. I've actually just got a camp chair in the office. Weddle, we've got all these. Chester needs to go next week, but I've already used a boost. Do we go Cole? We got a 78. He's coming off an injury, off an injury-riddled year or a season-long year. I don't want to run the risk of that. I don't want to run the risk of a re-injury, and it seems like a little bit of a pattern down at West Coast. 82, Bonner. Question mark. There's emergencies. Oh, there goes that. It's got to be Liam Stocker, who was my first choice last week too, before I panicked and just went with the experience of Jones, thinking intercept marker. Yeah, do we go with Stocker? I was dirty that Carlton traded a pick to jump in. They traded a pick to someone else to get in front of the Tigers to snag Liam Stocker. I remember watching the draft that year, and I was spewing because I watched his highlights and I was like, yes, we're about to get Stocker. Can't remember who we got, but I was also satisfied with that pick. Do we just go Stocker? Oh, what happened there? So we go Stocker. It leaves us with $133,000 of cash. So essentially all I've really done is traded Stocker for Jones, which I'm happy with that. His break even is 5. Only needs to get a 43. Who are the Saints playing? The Saints, I believe, are playing Bulldogs. That is correct. Rubs nipples. So Stocker, who will Stocker be up against? Lineups. Stocker's on the flank, so he'll be on either Scott or West. Probably be on West. But I wanted that point of difference. Bose was going to be my point of difference. For a week anyway, until everyone else jumps on him next week. So Stocker, do we keep Laird? I kind of want to, I like going with my gut instinct feel. My gut instinct feel from the end of round 1 was Laird, you're gone, you burnt me. Braun, oh my god, hurry up and get out of here. I wanted Hopper. Eye test. I was I'd rather him not in my team and him do well for Richmond. I'd rather watch that than lose twice. Lose in my side and lose my Richmond side and lose in my Supercoach side. So all the best to him. He looks great. I love him at the Tigers. Excited for him. But Callahan, what was he? He was a number 3 pick. He looked really good. He was on the wing last week, but with the injuries this week, he should be going into the middle. So if he can get another 100, 110, ooh, baby, 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 we can be super friends. So I think it's going to be that. But I would love nothing more than to see Laird get an 80. Or just another under 100. 2 weeks in a row, there's $100,000. I can get Laird back after the bye, or I think it was round 4 or 5. He gets some really easy teams, and maybe we target him then. We lose a trade, but we save 100K. I mean, if I get Horn Francis in this week, if I keep Laird and Horn Francis kills it, or if Horn Francis outscores Laird, who's to blame? Shorty. Shorty is to blame if that happens. Or do I just do like, you know what? And I'll be upset if I don't do that trade and don't have Rioli and Rioli comes out and kills it. Well, then it's who's to blame then? Then it's Mickey Dell. Mickey Dell's to blame. Oh, but then, like, I've missed my Goulden trade. If Goulden comes out and kills it, it's fucking Braun's fault. Yeah. Decisions. It's currently 20-12, so we've got a couple of hours until the next game. Does it have a little countdown timer? It does. We've got 2 hours to the next game. Paddy, you going down, pal. Who we got there? Leagues, rankings. Yeah, I think that's enough for one video. If you stuck around this far, thank you very much. Yeah, I won't say all the. I'm going to try to be a lot more active in this community. I'm really digging it, having a lot of fun. It's taking all my time, and I love it. It's taking it away from me playing Call of Duty raging against all the hackers. But yeah, thank you very much if you stuck around. Subscribe, I guess. This is my new YouTube channel. I've got some videos out. It's not my first rodeo, but this is my first one with my Skitty Fitty, my Skits Fits channel. I will be, if you're into streaming and stuff, I will be getting AFL 23 and streaming that bitch up. So, if you like what you saw, maybe hit the subscribe button. So I guess you get those notifications if I do post another video. But yeah, catch your lattes.